everyone, it's Nicole Wilkins with FitnessRx for Women, and this is my next question and answer segment where I took your questions from Facebook and I'm going to answer them for you today. And I'm coming from Finland. The first question I have is, when on a break between shows, what is your main focus? I have a while until my next competition and have just been feeling down. I need something to focus on fitness related. I'm trying to get a lot stronger, but am struggling because I don't want to put on much weight. What is your opinion? Well, first of all, make sure that you talk to your coach or write out a sound off-season nutrition plan so that you have structure to your diet, because that's going to help fuel everything else that you do. It's going to help make you feel better about yourself. It's going to make you feel like you have more of a purpose and you're actually really focusing on the areas you're training and not just kind of all over the place. That's going to help out when it comes to competition season as well. As far as, feeling down, it's not uncommon to have motivational highs and lows. So after your competition, make sure that you have another goal set. Maybe start doing yoga once a week, or try to incorporate something that you have wanted to incorporate into your training but didn't have time to do, and now you do. Try new recipes. Maybe invite your girlfriends over and make dinner together. Write a journal of your weight training so that you can see your progress. That always helps keep me motivated, when I see that I'm actually making progress instead of thinking, oh my gosh, I still have so much work to do. So keep those in mind and see if that helps. But just stick to it, and soon that motivation will come back. The next question is, I have a cross-country move coming up in a month and want to stay on track with my diet. I was wondering, what kind of clean meals do you pack when traveling, and how do you keep them from spoiling? Well, hopefully your cross-country move doesn't last more than a few days, usually like 3 or 4 days, I would say. And that's plenty enough time to keep your food from spoiling as long as it stays cold. So be sure to pack gallon-sized plastic bags that you can stop at a gas station and fill with ice. But some things that you can bring that are really easy is obviously tuna. So tuna in a can or tuna in packets. Rice cakes, bring your oatmeal. That all you need to do is go through Starbucks and get hot water and put your oatmeal in the hot water, and voila. Protein shakes are always really good. If you have to, you could pack protein bars. That would be like a last resort, if at all. Almonds, you could stop at grocery stores on the way. I know if you are driving through, you can see where the closest Whole Foods is, and they always have a hot food bar. You can get good cold, warm meals. If you're going out to eat, make sure that you're very specific. Go to steakhouses and ask for chicken and steamed vegetables, no sauce. So, there's plenty of options. Just, make healthy decisions every meal you have, and make sure that you're prepared. One side note on that is FitnessRx will be posting a Traveling with Food article from the magazine last year on Thursday of this week. So you can tell them, you can look out for that, and they'll give you a few quick tips for summer vacations since it's coming up upon us. The next question is, what do you do to keep from getting bored with your diet? I'm having a hard time with this. Well, I am probably not the best person to ask this to because I have no problem eating the same thing every day, but I will add sea salt, I'll add different spices, I'll mix different things, like I've been eating Greek yogurt with chocolate protein powder and some berries or almonds, just to mix things up. So write a list of your favorite proteins, your favorite carbs, your favorite fats, and then pick and choose from them so that you have different options. But sometimes clean eating can be boring, but other times people are super creative and think of great recipes. My mind doesn't really think that way, so I usually just eat the basics and then just mix up my vegetables, mix up my protein sources, mix up my carb sources, and combine them that way. This was a very common question, and I know I've answered this before, but do you recommend cardio before weight training or after weight training? And pretty much always I recommend it after or at a separate time completely. Because if you're trying to gain lean muscle, you want to be the strongest at the beginning of your workouts. You want to put all your energy into that weight training session. If you do cardio beforehand, you're already going to be fatigued before you start weight training, and you're probably not going to be as strong. So I like to do cardio in the morning or at night if I can't do it in the morning, and then weight train in the afternoon when I feel the strongest. And if I have no other time to do cardio, I do my cardio right after the weight training. So weight training at the strongest time first. Nicole, I'm totally burnt out on eggs, and I'm trying to cut the turkey bacon out of my diet since it is so processed. That was my vice to get my eggs down. Do you have any other breakfast ideas that I can do a few times a week while I get over this I hate egg hump? Who said you have to eat eggs every day? Have chicken for breakfast. If you don't like eggs, there's so many other protein sources that you can choose from. You could have turkey, round turkey. You could have chicken breast. You could have a protein shake with berries in it. You could have Greek yogurt. You could have cottage cheese. I mean, there's so many different options. You don't have to get stuck on eggs if you hate it. And if you want to try to eat eggs, try to cook them with different ways. You know, hard boil them or scramble them with salsa and put spinach in it. You know, make them so that they're not just plain eggs, if that's what's hard for you to get down. So hopefully that helps. And the last question I have is, with food, eating out, dinners, and family gatherings, how do you refrain from being a social recluse when it comes to maintaining such a strict diet? I have been good at dodging the bullet and saying no to social gatherings altogether, but I feel like there must be a better way. There must be some balance. But if I cannot eat anything that's on the menu or what is being offered by the host, how do you handle that situation? Thanks. This can be a tough one, but in my experiences, when I'm around people that I care about and my friends, I express to them the importance of what I'm doing and the reasonings why, and that I need their support and not to, bully me or make fun of me, because it's not going to help the situation. And most of the time when people give you a hard time, it's probably because they're looking at what they're doing and they wish they had the discipline that you do. I'll give you an example. Yesterday I went to Helsinki for the day, and I had my cooler packed with me, and I was with some friends and they went out to eat twice, but I had my own food. So I wasn't shameful. I still sat with them. I had a hot tea, or I would sometimes order just plain salad and just enjoy their company. You don't have to eat with them in order to enjoy their company. So I wouldn't completely get rid of social gatherings altogether. I mean, that's what life is all about, spending time with people that you care about, not what you're eating for dinner. So over time, people will understand that that is just part of your lifestyle, and no matter what they say, you're not going to change. And I think that's kind of what my family has gotten used to now. And now when I eat off of that and I actually have a cheat meal, they give me a hard time. So you can't win. But stick to your goals, no matter what. And it's normal to feel a little uncomfortable, but you'll feel so much better afterwards if you just stick to your goals and stick to your promise to yourself. So don't worry, and explain to them why it's important, and never complain, because this is something that you chose to do. So hopefully that helps out. Those are my questions for this week. Until next time, keep asking your questions on FitnessRx for Women Facebook page, and I'll choose them every Friday to answer them for you. Keep living the fit life.